Right, hello. So, if you people saw the previous videos, you'd see the small little, I say city, roads, lighthouse, two buildings, and the free road townhouses. Yeah. So this is the same sort of looking at some of looking at some of the worlds that I have lying around. And well, this one might be one that's worth continuing and not really a disappointment. So, prepare for your minds blown. Wabang! That was a really poor angle to turn around at, but there we go. Wabang! Yes, this is sort of, well, I think if my mind serves me correct, and it often doesn't, um, yeah, so I think I saw some videos of people building a Minecraft and planning. I never really plan. Nothing ever gets planned, nothing's ever seen through. It's sort of just, it's on a whim. On a whim. And yeah, so this was sort of, another castle per se, built on terrain, flattened out for some reason, and planned, yeah, so, and there's some serious hours in this actually. Like speak. So yeah, let's go on a tour then. So yeah, so very load chunk. I've already flown. Okay, this time I've flown around to load chunks, and it's still loading more new chunks. Ah! Okay, I believe either commands we use or is it old school world edit? Not sure, but yeah, we have like I said, planned a bit more. So originally everything had orange columns for more towers and bastions and turrets and all those sort of structures, and the yellow was just a wall outline. So we have a gate. I mean, clearly I don't have to talk about detail because the detail you can use your own eyeballs for this. You got stairs and blocks, and yeah, a closed gate with chains because you can't get through that easily. I do believe the interiors are satisfactory. So bit of a workstation for guards, I guess. We've got bunk beds or triple bunk bed, tri beds, sure, whatever. Yeah. So the interiors were attempted, so you've got a bit of a guard station. This is what this really is. You've got walls for archers. It's got some functionality, some functionality to it, shall we say? I believe the other side is very similar, if not a direct copy. The door left open. So yeah, two guard stations to guard the gate. And to carry along the wall, I think the exterior details not as important as the interior because I've pretty much built this from the inside out. So let me get a bow and arrow. Let's get a bow and arrow. Make it authentic. Yep. So we got walls, we got shooting pits, we can shoot that way. So yeah. So let's just say we're under siege. Let's say they had a ladder. We have a station to look around here. Also, you got an advantage on the rest of the wall. For along the wall, the railings, of course. I really okay. When I was doing this, I was loving these tiny little cramped hallways, crawl spaces, just to get around. We've got some barrel. Is that underneath? Yep, nothing underneath the barrel, but we got some barrels, some storage. I mean, you go this way, you got nooks and crannies. So this is the other big castle. If you've seen any of the old videos, it's got a couple of these, but yeah, this is very much I wanted crawl spaces, so every little space of opportunity is explored. Shooting bits, I believe. Yep, some experiments of having some discount nights. I think these used to fill this entire place up, and then I got rid of them because it was like, yeah, they look bad. But there's some are still here, so yeah, some little armor stands to sort of simulate. I just delete them. Yeah, some armor stands, delete some guards, and yeah. Construction of the wall. So the wall is like this multi-layered monstrosity of lookouts, and how the hell you can get to this bit? I think this bit was a parkour section all along. Don't know, there's just a balcony you can't get to, but like I said, this was very much abusing the fact that there's a lot of little bits and nooks and crannies I can get out of. I mean, the wall's quite short here. I mean, this is. I think I've probably tried this myself so many times. But could you theoretically get in? There you go, yeah. So you could sneak in. So yeah, a couple weak spots, but generally the wall, like you can look at this window atop the barrels and shoot all the way back down. So there's layers upon layers of defences. Is the idea that theoretically, if this and the crouching feature was probably when I first realised it. So yeah, archways, shooting. Ooh, was that a lag spike? I don't know. I just sort of froze and blinked at the same time. So yeah, a bunch of shooting galleries. Yeah, barrels. This one's kind of useless, but yeah. Bit of a tower, I believe. Uh, Horrible flooring, just to let you know. But yeah, you can sort of shoot out, see it around. It's kind of, simple, but nicely detailed. Sort of lost a bit of functionality and detail, but it's an even balance. It looks beautiful and it sort of functions. So yeah, let's carry on. I've got this, which is, I think you can actually get through here, which is a bit of a weird one, but yeah, bit of a causeway. No, I don't know the word for it. More beds, yes. So there's a bit of a weird thing going on of just placing beds everywhere. Yep, got a hallway thingy here, so you can guard the hallway. This one's quite open. Bit of a car park, this really, and yeah, on the roof section. So ideally, you could probably man a few hundred people here of what I've built so far, without the beds. Not enough beds for that really, but that's just why there's meant to be a town down below. And why is there a hole here? I don't know. But yeah, you get on the wall, carry on. It's very much this multi-layered monstrosity of staircases and spots and yeah. So I think we're in the main tower, or one of the main towers, which leads onto the wall here. Like I said, it's very much this multi-layered staircase ways, and yeah, that leads into what is above ground. Is there a blows? Oh, yeah. So that leads down to here, which leads down to yeah. Right. It doesn't matter. I thought there was another way here, but I didn't build it like that. So back to the main tower. It's a spiral staircase. Got the entrance for this wall here, so it's all connected. So it's pretty much a labyrinth. I'm not gonna lie. This is a complete, absolute nightmare to navigate. Let's go properly this time. And yeah, I believe this is shooting point one. Yep. So we've got a bit of a lower down shooting point. So if you're standing here, you've got a view. These mountains really make this place very hard to defend. It was sort of a realization that this is like a really bad place to put a castle, but either that or destroy the mountains. But yeah, it kind of works. I'm still loading chunks. How that lag spike? I mean, this is just a dead floor. It's not even a floor. And then the staircase, which is higher, and so we've got the full-on protection of some strong walls, arch points. And I believe this roof is beamed up to high heaven. Yeah, the oversized roof. So yeah, that is the tower section. Oh, yep. So like I said, we got this there. So this section goes here, but it's all connected from under here to make it confusing. That you go around here, you got a bit of a dead floor here. Like I said, this thing is an absolute layered monstrosity of design, which gets you up to this section, which then has that roof section, which then you go down here, go in here, and then you're in this section. Keep going your toes, which brings you around here, which then can take you into probably up here, which is another section of a room that's pretty much identical. Take you up here, and you're on this roof section, which you got an overlook here, which is in sort of this gate tower, this guard station point where I need to build the rest of the tower. A bit of a causeway, a bit of a road. Very beginnings of the planned out section. I think I was planning on filling this with gravel, and I don't know. very much spaced out. Oh yeah, I think this is where I started doing. I think this is more of a base. This is more of a sort of militaristic zone for the castle. I wouldn't say palacy, but fortified keep. So yeah, we've got a room, woo room. I don't think there's anything hidden around the sides. Just double checking. Definitely really touched it. I think I kind of went over this way more. So yeah. So let's go. If you remember back, came out here. I was like, oh yeah, this is the wall. So we got a bit of a. I say a bit of a wall. It's a pretty grand structure. It's a wall. So inside the keep and outside the keep. Let's call it keep. Just use a fancy word in your other shulker box. So yeah, it's a wall, and it ends about here. Because I've somehow probably not realised how I'm going to connect this. Probably need to go back up a staircase and cover this up, and have this entrance as inside the wall. Like I said, this is kind of it's a labyrinth monstrosity of layers and doors and sections. But yeah, we got another sort of a guard building here. That's very much built up on this side. This side was very much I wanted to build up for some reason, so I did. Let's go over here, shall we? I remember this roughly more recently, building this in my mind. Yes, so yes, I remember this bit. So I believe this was like an end of a corridor, was the idea. So this entire corridor was going to be like riveted off in sections. Got a balcony bit, and then we go up some more stairs, and yes, we're on the roof. If you're not confused, congratulations, you can keep up with this absolute mess of memories and building. Yeah, so that's a dead end. Did it go straight? Did it? No, I didn't. How did I go down? I go down here, was it? Ah, yes, it was 2 different floors, yep. More prisony, I think this was ever was intended, so a bit more bleak. Bit more layered-ish, I don't know. And, oh, well, it's getting night vision, they've turned them green. Saw this yesterday and was like, what the hell? They're green? Yeah, it's kind of a well slash Duncan station. The fact they've even built down here is a miracle. Yeah, so some weird well torture device, deep underwater prison. Who knows? Like I said, I remember this underground section and just sort of did a bit. I remember also building this was very strange because the mountain was a bit, I wouldn't say destroyed, but a bit knackered at this part of the building. So yeah, I believe that's a quickish look at what I did here. So yeah, so potentially future project to continue. Really, I mean it's not horrible and outdated. It's quite well design wise, plot wise, it's kind of interesting to look at. There's some bits that probably needs a bit of refinement. Completion might help. But yeah, something to potentially finish. So like, subscribe and all that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below if you want to see more of this done. Perhaps I do a video too of building up sections. And it was just an idea or two, who knows. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of, you got the keep, you got the village. It was kind of fortified town-esque. But yeah, check out my other stuff if you'd like. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll wrap this up quicker than last time. Ta-ra!